Good morning. Thank you for joining in. I'm Verdine. I want to thank everyone for all of my new subscribers and those who have joined my Facebook page. I see your messages. I thank you and I greet you. And my prayers are with all of you. But please understand that it is very difficult to answer three or 400 people daily and have conversations with them. So don't think I don't care, because you know I do. If you didn't think that, you wouldn't have never decided to greet me or join me or whatever you've done. But I want to take a few minutes out today to congratulate those wonderful fathers. Some of you all have done all of those wonderful things. You tried to pay attention to your children, and you tried to get them the things that you know they need in order to develop themselves. So for you, a big old thumbs up. I am so proud of you. I'm so happy for those kids. They're going to have a fair start in life, because when you take time out for your child and you help them and you listen to them and you stir them in the right direction, God is with you. You are you're nurturing in them, and they are growing, and they are knowing that they are being loved, and the wonderful mothers who are there beside you. That's just so awesome. Nothing in the world stirs and moves me greatly than that. Now, some fathers are struggling, and I know this and I understand this, and especially in well, we've been called so much stuff, so I don't really know what to call us right now. But I often say the foundational Black Americans. So I would like to say to you fathers, that I know your struggle has been harder than anyone else's, because I know how sometimes it is that when we are sent off to when the males are sent off and we're housed in prisons and treated unfairly and everything. But I know that God is getting ready to do judgment, because he is tired of it. I am tired of it, and many of us are tired of it. We're just sick and tired of being neglected and denied. But yet and still, it's not all bad, because God does make provision, and there are people who does work with us to provide a living. And I'm not saying that there's not others. I know that there are others who are suffering too. Believe me, I have compassion for every race, for every person, everybody who has going through, and just to be able to take care of themselves. And so, I really do care. I really do care, because God did not put his people on earth for any of them to be in destruction. But, he sent me to speak to the black race. I cried and hollered so many times, please God, just get somebody else to do that. Just let me be at peace too, and enjoy myself, and have good things, and have great favor, and be loved, and just showered with blessings like the ones who don't act like they really care that much for their people. But I have to do what God tells me to do. And if you don't like it, ask him to get someone else so I can be excused. Okay? Because I've been pleading and crying and asking, please get someone else. Though they don't like people that like black people. They're just mean sometimes, but that's okay. Like I said, this is about Father's Day, so I won't get a tangent on other things that are going on. I just want to say to you, the ones who, if you've been spending time with your child, if you've done the best. And if you don't know how, ask the Lord. He will help you. When I get lost and I get confused about something and I don't know which way to go, I just talk to him. I ask him, Please help me, God. I don't know where I did with this. I don't know what to do with that. And He really gives me the answer. Now, sometimes in our stubbornness, it takes a while before it sinks in and we realize that we are being helped or aided or assisted by the heavenly host. So, what I would like for you to do is to evaluate yourself and understand that if you were caught up in a system where it was difficult for you, then your child, you have a responsibility to do something to help that child. I mean, I'm not saying that you got to die, for them today or whatever like that. I'm just saying, think of what you can do to make life better for them. If it's no more than reading a story to them, if you can't read, you can tell them a good story, make it positive, lead them in a positive way, give them hope, give them encouragement, let them know you care, and be a godly father, a godly parent to them. Do the things that should be done, that is right. You know right from wrong. And and those any of we all struggles with different things, but I'm just saying, do the best that you can to show them that you really, really care. Because I wouldn't be on here today if it didn't mean a lot to me. I love to see the children being cared by their parents. I love to see, and I have so many godchildren. They all everywhere. Oh, but because we all are responsible for the children, so I do try to do my little part. I'm always ministering to them and encouraging them about their careers and trying to see where God is leading their path, because I have a gift that I can pretty much tell what area that a child has been gifted in, or once I spend a little time with them. I have to spend a little time. I can't just tell when I look at them, but usually when I talk with them and interact with them, I can tell whether they're gifted in engineering, teaching, whatever area that the Most High is given them, and it has to be nurtured and developed. So that's one of the things that I know you as a parent can do, as a father. Watch the things that you see that your child has a gift in those areas, and what they like doing mostly, and what makes them really, really happy. Sometimes they will change, but if you give them the opportunity to explore many different areas, then you will know, eventually what area that they are leaning to for their profession. Because I always taught my girls, and well, I didn't spend as much time with my guys. These are nieces and nephews and others too. I didn't spend as much time with the boys as I did the girls, but the girls, I always told them that you're going to always need to work, because if you're not working, you will have to do something to earn a living, to pay for things, because that's our system is made on. It's not bartering; it's built up on cash and transactions. So we will need to have some kind of job. If you don't want to steal, beg, borrow, and commit crimes like drug selling and different things, that you don't really help your community when that happens. But I'm not judging, because I do understand what happens with life, when you're trying to survive or strive. When surviving is just barely getting through, striving is preparing and doing things to earn your way. So, with that said, I want to again say I'm praying for you fathers. I really am. And when I see you doing the proper, it wouldn't hurt to learn stuff too. It doesn't hurt you to pick up a book and say, okay, I want to be a better parent. I really don't know where to start. Let me get some parenting books. You don't have to do everything you see in those books. Just pick up something, learn something about parenting. Because, I mean, if I hadn't studied some things, I wouldn't even be a good godmother. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be as a parent figure to these children if I didn't study some things, because we're not always born with the knowledge of how to do with a child. And I beg you, fathers, the Bible says that during the near end times, you will come back to your children. The fathers will return into their children, and they will, they will do their duty. They will understand, that usually every child born in this world needs someone to guide and help them. They can't just go out and get what they need. And a lot of times the parents are really, really struggling. If you see, I mean, the mother, if you see a single lady trying to raise children, understand that she cannot be there with them 24 hours a day, and usually she does not have the money to or pay for sitters and people, professional people who will really train and teach her child while she's trying to provide for their living, provide the things they need. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to thank you for if you've stayed with me, watched through this whole video. You're awesome for just caring, and if your care can go a long ways, I want the best for you. I want the best for your family. I love that. I love to see people doing well. That's my joy. It really is. And God wants to see you do well too, whatever you call him. He loves you and he really cares. And, and a real parent sometimes do have to make difficult decisions. You have to be tough when it's time to be tough, but you don't have to be brutal. And you have to be gentle. Gentleness can get things done much quickly, much more easily than being too rough. And don't be a fuss box. Man, I've seen some men fuss more than women. That is horrible. People don't like to be fussed at, so I'm trying not to fuss at you today. Okay. I just want you to take a check. Just do a self evaluation and say, okay, this is a Father's Day. Have I been what a father should be like? What did I want my father to do for me? What things would have made me happy if my father had done? Think about that. That'll help you come to a lot of decisions about what a father should be doing. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. You're in my prayers. Please know this. And I want to thank every saint, every person who's been praying for me. Because sometimes when you wake up and you say to yourself, this has been a wonderful day, somebody been praying for you. And I want to, well, all of those males that were male figures that were like brothers to me, some of them are still in existence. I love you so much. I pray for you all the time. All of you who have been like brothers to me, who have really, really cared for me, who did not seek anything, unnatural. You just was there because you was just a wonderful person. And I don't know where all of you all are today, but I want to thank you because being a great brother is almost like being a father to someone, and it means the world. So remember that too, fathers. Being a brother to your to the opposite sex can be a wonderful thing, and that means that you're just being there as a human being, treating someone the way you want to be treated. I thank you, and I don't mean to be as didactic as I am, but this is me. I am who I am. I am that I am. God bless you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful Father's Day. And then I may have forgot to say that mothers and daughters and sons, honor your fathers. And even if they're not the very best, now if they're doing something they should not be doing, I wouldn't tell anybody to cling to that. But I'm saying if they are doing just their little best that they can, and you see they're not doing as much as you want them, honor them. And I'm sure they will know and understand, because I remember, my stepfather, when we were coming up, he never really had much for me, but whenever I would see him on the weekends or whatever, he'd say, Berdine, buy me a pancake. And I was like, okay, is that all you want? It's a pancake, I can get you some milk. I can get you something else to go with that, a sausage, a biscuit, or gravy, or whatever else you want. Because for some little reason, I kind of kept a little change when I was younger. I got away from it since I've been older. But it was my pleasure to buy something for him, because he did the best that he could as a father, and I'm sure there was things he wished he could have done better, So be grateful, honor your father, honor your mothers, be good to them. And especially if you see them struggling, trying to do and some things, I've talked to some of my students and different ones who are older, and I've said, look, some of the things you say to your parents is unacceptable. Don't shout at your parents. Don't talk smart to them. We never did that when we were coming up. We had better respect than that. You should have respect for your parents. Parents, don't provoke your children. Fathers, this is your day. You can do this. I believe in you. You got this. Have a great one now. Bye bye. Till next time.